I'm not so sure about it, right? Remember what we saw when the Bristleback was laning versus the Gyro?
If Crit's going to be moving through the gates, potentially, that Skywrath showing up and getting that insta-silence could be very scary. They're going to do quite a lot of damage onto that Shadow Demon. As SD is going to be able to TP back to the safety of the tower. Save's going to be okay. Damaged, but has a salve flying over with the Courier.
BK and Snapfire backswing, right? They're never getting that next hit in.
Oh, this could maybe be a kill setup here with that disruption. Good stun from Skitter. Double edge going through. It also hits Snaking in the back. He's tanking a full creep wave. That's not a good idea. Snaking will go down. There's something about support positioning.
And he TPs in, he comes back and he kills you.
And also, oh, Miero down to, what, 16 HP? The cookie stun's going to be enough to finish him off. Snaking also getting a Falcons on the board.
Oh, Shredder is just so good, and everybody has been skipping it. Nobody wants that second point. It's really incredibly powerful.
Save getting pushed back quite heavily here. Malrine looking for the kill with a Remnant. 24 HP, and now they're going to turn it around with Katomi and GPK. Going on the chase for Malrine. Jingu Master is up, and yes, sir! GPK is going to take down Malrine, get that Storm Spirit for the first time. The shards, slightly off mark there. Snaking is going to be released from the Frozen Prison.
That's why this, if it is a mid lane between the two, the DK usually does okay. And there's it.
There's the level 6 on the Bristle going for the dive. Kiritich going to get pushed away. Katomi with the drinking buddies, and the extra damage is going to be enough. They're going to take down RDF. What do they want to make happen here in these next few minutes? Do they just want to go non-stop fighting now? They're going to get caught by the stun here. And that Storm Spirit's not feeling too good. He never gets the ball lightning off. Oh, BetBoom. Getting back to that bottom lane. But in Kirtich's sake, Falcons haven't been able to punish that Medusa ever since the dive attempt. Now GPK going to set up with the Wukong's command on Crit. He's going to make an easy kill for himself here. Crit gets the D-ward. 11 Centaur. And a cloak already in his inventory too.
I feel like they should try at least to poke at him, maybe force out a TP or two.
See if that's going to happen. Mystic Flare is going to be sent on top of him. He's silenced. He won't be able to get the Stampede off. Clean execution there from Falcons. Quick swipe kill.
This is a duo that wants to go for kills over and over again, and he's going to have it right now. So
and he's also ready to go in. So they got the Wukong.
Save.
Dragon's dead. There's the bubble. Save. Skitter still trying to make it out, but he's so damn slow. The cookie's going to be enough. Snaking, TPing in for the rescue, and now BetBoom. They should be backing away. 4 heroes from Falcons. Malrine on the hunt, trying to cut down trees. Finally finds the monkey, gets the Vortex to connect. GPK will not have the damage to fight back versus Malrine. And GPK down. Maybe Malrine finds another. There's still one hero in the area, but they are thinking he's already gone. Everything that's happening. You see those 3 sentry wards placed down on that bottom tier 2 tower around that area? They found 1 ward, but they won't find this one that just showed GPK TPing in, and he might be in trouble. Amar going for the chase. Skitter coming in this with a follow-up. There's the Mystic Flare on top of him as well, but they won't be able to nuke him down. Now BetBoom, do they have a chance to fight back versus Falcons? Just simply too strong. That save's going to go down. The snowball's coming into play. Skitter's going to be right there on the side. They're going to get the balance strike off as well, but GPK having those Wukong stacks. So Kiritich is going to be participating in the fight as well, and they're going to look down for Amar. One more hit to do it! And they're going to take down Amar's Bristleback and force the rest of Falcons away. They're going to get a 1-1 trade going, but
He dies way too slow, and you do not have the extra damage of the Storm Spirit, who's actually the one that's going to be finishing people off.
Oh, that's a good jump from Malrine. He spots Katomi for just a second, but the Essence Ring's going to give him some extra healing. The Cookie Stun is also there. The bubble from Save. Just in time, Malrine looks like he might still be able to get that kill with the Overload charges. There's the Pavis, but it's still not enough. They force down the Mortimer's Kisses at least. Falcons will get that kill in the end, but that's an ulti used for it. GPK.
Want to get together.
Yeah, you are still playing from a 4K deficit. Only 6-6 on the scoreboard so far. Tusk picking up that haste rune, trying to run for it, but he's just gonna be soaked up in damage. Roshan is also gonna toss Snaking away.
Has to die, or at least BetBoom need to be, all of them need to be there.
They need to get this Medusa into action too, because they're already initiating. The Stampede goes off. Nice silence. Doesn't get the slow from the Stampede at all. The Cookie, it's onto the cart, and it's gonna connect onto Miero, and this Blade Mail actually takes down one. Skitter falling, and almost dropping another in the process. SD has to battle versus Malrine, and Medusa's also recognizing, well, doesn't look like a fight for us anymore.
And he's not dying. If you die there, then it is a problem, but because he's able to always get himself away, then BetBoom don't really get an opening, but they're gonna try now.
The bubble is there for the setup. Oh, that was a pretty close one there with the drinking buddies. It almost broke the Wukong's command. It's gonna be enough to take down Amar. Katomi will be traded there with Crit landing the Mystic Flare right on top. Really quickly here, he's dropping really low, just down to 1/5 anymore, and Roshan is falling. Miero with the blade again! Miero! What a timing for that! Falcons are gonna get phased by that moment! And they've got themselves a DK stuck in the Roshan pit. Kiritich will get this kill! Not least they got the Mortimer's Kisses. They're still going to look for trades. They got GPK. They're forcing BetBoom back. Falcons still got firepower. Maureen going for Katami. He's got Miro also locked in. He's going for the TP out. He's done with this fight. He'll save the Aegis, but Falcons still stronger despite the shock start, losing that Aegis. But still, Falcons only lose the DK in the end.
And they bought a gem, so they're definitely going to be keeping the division of Falcons off the map. However, Falcons right now, they have really good vision.
Oh, there's going to be a good catch onto Malrine. Stunlock is on the spot, and that's Malrine out. GPK will get this one. Compared to Falcons, they have really kept this game what I would almost feel like is a pretty much 50-50. Maybe even stronger to that at some point, as Amar's going to be found down the bottom lane.
It's an opportunity.
Just farming some camps here, but they are pretty nearby inside of BetBoom. Can they respond in time? Kier's just going to get jumped on there. Save coming in to help him out. Malrine, there's another snowball to follow as well. And they're going to be dealing damage back onto Falcons. They're forcing that TK out. No BKB Skinner. You ain't going anywhere. They will take down Save at least from Malrine. And Amar's going to find the second support as well. That leads us down to the BetBoom cores. And now Amar going to get jumped on as well. The Stunlock's there. They're going to be able to take down the Bristle. Malrine's going to be backing away. And so far, 3 for 2, but that's 2 cores dead on Falcons.
No longer a problem. Plus, that one goes to BKB.
Amar's just parking himself in front of Kiritich, trying to do as much damage there as possible with a Pyrrhic Cloak on him. And just turning his back, he does end up getting broken. Skitter going for the initiation. Miro going to reply to that. JPK with a stun from the backline as well. They need to get that center up, and Malrine's going to be dropping dangerously low, but they got Skitter. They got the DK. And he's gone for 80 seconds. Malrine has the back all the way to the fountain. And they'll get the Aegis away from the Medusa, but it's going to be a 5 versus 4. Amar and the rest of Falcons going to have to do some heavy lifting here to find an answer.
Saves that are going to be the most important ones.
Just sending illusions after illusions with that Shadow Demon. The Bristle's in trouble, broken as well, but that Medusa's not doing any damage right now because Malrine is disrupting the backline with that Vortex. Going straight back to Kiritich, dropping him down to half. There are no more flowers left on the side of BetBoom. They might just have to call it away and leave this siege for now. DK is also coming up in 30 seconds.
See that Falcon?
This could be like the grand master plan, right? Because you don't actually know if he's in the pits or not. I like the idea behind it, but it looks like they might just not go for it. And they see Roshan, and that's suddenly a GPK showing out of nowhere. The lockdown is there. Malrine goes down. No buyback. Stormspirit gone for 90 seconds. DK is also going to be forced away. BetBoom going to be locking him in with the brakes. They're going to take this dragon down. Yes, sir. Kiritich will get the kill on Skitter. Falcons. Roshan is now also up, but they're going to be going for the siege. The creep wave's coming in. The backdoor protection is out.
570 damage on the Medusa.
That's a lot. That's a lot to work with. Plus, we're getting illusions on top of illusions. The Manta is ready. Katami with the jump in on Amar. And look at the damage go through. Amar is down as well. Does have a buyback, though. GPK hits the back line. Wants to focus down this crit Skywrath Mage. He'll deliver some of the damage back with a Mystic Flare. GPK is going to be able to dodge it with the changing of the guard. That's the Storm coming back into action. Big Vortex there onto 2, but it still feels like there needs to be some source of damage. They need that DK. They need him into action, and they've got Amar trying to buy time and space. Can you please help me, somebody? No help is on its way. They go for another onto the backline. Katami sacrifices himself almost, but safe with the disruption bubble, and now they finally get the Tusk out of the way. So they'll get 1 kill here, but the melee racks is down to the range racks only before it's mega creeps inside Falcon space, and you have to play 2 minutes without a Bristleback.
If BetBoom wants, they can definitely turn around and go for the Ocean. Falcons now, they have to chase. You cannot let them leave, and you're gonna get
jumped on right away. Skitter needs to be safe with the cookie. Malrine's dropping rapidly. He's gone. No Storm for you for 90 seconds. Skitter might be living his final moments in this game 1 as GPK's chasing him down. The Gorgon's Crest is there. The root connects. They almost kill the monkey, but they will definitely kill this DK, or will they? He's still running for it. GPK once more. He's going to take that DK, and GG's coming out. Game 1, BetBoom. Let's go.
And in what style they've been losing for the majority of the game before, right? Remember his Ursa at DI. He definitely changed the flow of that game. With this, I feel like he's cooking something with this one and has an idea of how to go forward. And we haven't seen much of Grimstroke. You and me especially haven't been casting many of his games, but this hero really does do a lot.
Yep, Crit. Oh, I might have actually been completely wrong here, because it is Kiritich bringing in the first blood at 3 minutes. 1 good charge set up there.
Yeah. Did a number on the Ember. Now you're still a bit of a threat to the bounty, so he has to be careful.
All right, well, Snaking might have just given his life away here as GPK and Sade coming in for that shield rune. He went for the deny. It will get picked up by Save. And he'll also get the kill for this one. Miro, no level 6 yet. That chakram would help him be a real strength. And now we talk about the overextension. Falcons could see an opening here onto Miro. 3 versus 1. Tusk is moving in with a snowball. They dodge the onslaught. The trample damage is still going to be kicking in. GPK coming in from the side as well. BetBoom's going to lose 1, maybe going to lose 2. GPK going to get a bit of assistance from Save's Coddle and get those spells off faster from cooldown. And they're going to get a trade on these supports. Katami, Snaking, both going to be traded 1 for 1. Skitter still trying to get a bit of damage out from that aphotic shield explosion. Malrine.
No Nether Ward down on the ground. BetBoom are chasing for more, and they're getting more kills for sure.
Malrine going to grab the Pulverize, 8-minute rune spawning, and that's going to be an Invis picked up, and the silence is there. He should be able to get the jump off though, but the Inks will stun. Going for another setup, but Snaking got the explosion. Perfectly timed there by Falcons. The shard block will at least save Katami, but that was really nicely played by Falcons. Again, just one tower, already forcing the glyph. So what they're trying to do is draw attention to the Abaddon in the top lane, and somebody's going to fall out of position. And unfortunately for Katami, it's going to be him. The Tusk is going to get caught. Falcons, 2 separate moves at the same time, but they are making a move as well onto the mid lane. Snaking is going to get chained up. Save and GPK. Slark is coming in though. He's going to have that chance. He's just eating that creep because he wants to live for as long as possible. And Amar is joining in, so that means GPK has to back out. Snaking lives.
Your main thing right now. When your Slark gets his nighttime, that is when you're going to be a little bit more aggressive.
So this is the one they're going to go for. They're going to find the Tusk as Skitter moves in, so that's going to help Skitter get a kill and finish off the T1 in the top lane. That's already been softened up.
When they will just wait a little bit.
Or Amar with the pounce as well, but that charge kind of just made his pathfinding completely spasmed out. And there's the jump. Save. He's going to be there with the blinding light, assisting from the back, but is it going to be enough to save that Ember? No, it's not going to be. Malrine's going to be getting the kill. Miro's going to get silenced up as well with the bug. And now the heal up coming in from the Pugna, but Snaking's position. He's got that Nether Ward in a good spot. Kiritich is going to be the one focusing on him, but they brought Skitter. They've got the Abaddon with the Radiance, and that mid C1 tower is definitely going to go down, and they're going to keep Abaddon alive as well, so Falcons going to happen.
Yeah, it's
But Falcon's gonna find a move on Miro. That's gonna be a big pick if they can get this Timber Saw down. That's the early damage, but the pipe is there and he's still surviving. TP's coming in. Save is also there. There's the Grim ulti. He's still standing strong, and GPK is gonna turn with the chains, getting them all free. Snaking though, he's helping out on Amar's like type more. We're ready to fight you back with actions and not words. That's going to send GPK back, but Maurice getting the jump, and Amar's cleaning up Save at the same time. 2 supports dead, but the Slark is diving over. He wants more. He's hungry for blood. That's Amar for you. That's a triple on the Slark. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Only silence will be coming out from BetBoom right now after push Falcons back a little bit after nighttime of constantly having to be in the back. So Falcons just found them at a perfect moment.
Brett's going to be able to find Safe. Malrine's instantly going to connect on that and find himself a kill. Simultaneously, Amar strikes on Katami once again.
Kiritich, all eyes are on him right now. Is this Aghanim Scepter, Maelstrom, Aghanim Scepter, Mjolnir going to be working out? Because nobody else is doing anything in this game.
Miro going to get hit by the second pounce here. Amar locking him in 6 seconds. He'll have another one. It's going to be a pretty gruesome battle. He does have that Aegis, though. They gave it for him for a reason. That Amar is the one to carry the Aegis. Nobody else wanted it on side of Falcons. And now Katami, you cannot snowball. You can't do anything. Skitter finding a kill on Save simultaneously. There's going to be Katami going down as well. And Kurtz is going to get locked out as well. And this Medusa's going nowhere. This Medusa will fall. And Kiritich will lose his clean game from game 1 to game 2. He's finally found dead.
Oh man, Falcons early game, like first 10 minutes, they played really well. Now Amar, he can just solo them. He was given everything in this game, and now he's just gonna murder them.
You have awoken the beast.
Not any longer. And now it's nighttime again. That time from 20 to 25 minutes that we thought maybe now BetBoom can make something happen.
I mean, look at this, Lark. Look at how hard he's hitting as well. He's got so much agility.
52.
He hits for 300 damage. You are not stopping this beast. He's getting another one from. This is the Amar show right here. Falcons are all and ready to provide everything for Amar that's needed this game, and he is getting it. Well, I tried.
Sometimes they're carry, like in this one, and he is delivering. Now he's going in again.
Medusa's losing mana, basically 1/6 from every right click Amar is landing, and that Medusa has got no way out. The Primal will grab him as well. Kiritich down. We're almost in Fountain Farming territory here as Falcons are pushing them all the way back there.
Crit is waiting with a Soulbind to see the Tusk running in, and then when the Tusk is in it, you cannot use the Snowball.
And that the Snowball comes out, but it's not going to do any good for you. BetBoom getting absolutely crushed here. Falcons coming to play. GPK will try to make one more move. Takes down one. He's got the kill on Crit at least. There's only one buyback, and it's on the Timber Saw. And Falcons, they've had their fun. Amar still wants to have a little bit more as he's jumping around, and Pugna's giving him an extra heal. So Amar's going straight back to full HP. Might as well. Malrine getting the grab and save at the backline onto that Coddle, and this Timber Saw is just getting absolutely rattled. And Amar is already beyond godlike at this point. He's giving the tip, and GG. This is what we wanted from Falcons, and this is what exactly.
From GPK is not going to be easy. Skitter is going to die in that lane if he messes up.
Different once again. He did have to make the adjustment with the Grim Stroke in game number 2. So kind of falling back into the +4 that you're regularly seeing in here is Kataomi. He's in a pretty rough position here. Kiritich is trying to come in for the help with the spin damage. Who falls first? It's Crit who dies, and Kataomi will get traded by Amar. So both cores will find a kill, but it's a bit more money in the pockets of the Juggernaut.
He got both die once more, and the Juggernaut gets the extra levels, then you're going to be dying so many times in this laning phase.
Save is also coming to help out GPK, so there's the Sprout block.
Perfect.
And then the next stairs are going to be blocked by the Shards, and the tag team's going to be activated. Malrine, even if he froze in the Breathe Fire, they're going to leave this kill for GPK. They're going to ramp up definitely when you get a couple levels as well. For the Muerta Silence is something you got to watch out for. Points on the Sprouts for those quick nukes as well from the Prophet teleporting in as he's teleporting right now on top of Crit. He does land the Silence for a second, but Kataomi's also going to be there helping out. And with the tag team, or is it just a drafting?
It is a drafting. I mean, it is a change of plan and tempo, and the tempo that they want to go for Amar. With Pugna coming in, this is not
massive
an easy kill.
aggression. GPK joining in is going to be 4 versus 3, but the perfectly placed Silence. Dead shot, nicely connected. Save's going to be brought back in, and Amar, even if he's got a slow attack, that sword still pierces straight through the Tusker.
Like, that's not good enough. I still need to mimic every single rotation of this Tusk, and this is what's going to be helping him. Also, annoy Miero. You're not getting out.
You're not going to get that TP through, as Crit's going to be landing that dead shot, and snaking with the explosion is going to be enough, and Pugna will find himself a kill off of Miero, and this Primal Beast game continues to be misery. Tower in mid, no deny from BetBoom.
They have to be walking towards the tower. You know, if you TP in, it's going to be making openings for the side of Falcons, and then you wouldn't be able to get something like this.
Yeah. Crit
they won't
saved
even get
again.
him.
They will not get this kill. Healed up, and the stun from Malrine. Amar right on top of GPK, and take that Furion out. He's given up on life. Amar will find himself a third.
In an early skirmish, that's just how it goes. But back to the point. Falcons, very happy about this one.
Setting up on Amar, using the Sprout to block him away. There's going to be a TP coming in from Pugna, but is it going to be enough though? As Amar's dropping really low, and that spin's going to be doing more than enough damage. The Shard block is there as well, and Snaking's going to be the second kill as well for BetBoom.
That is what you needed, pressure on the side lanes, because these towers need to fall. The Nature's Prophet needs to be able to take down those early towers so that he can split push, and they can go for those pickoffs.
Oh, Kataomi's been dancing around Crit for a while. He was trying to go for a bit of body blocking. He's going to turn it around, Kataomi!
And live!
Malrine, he's going to get hit by the snowball, and now TP's coming in. They've got the Nature's Prophet showing up as well, and there's the charge from Miero to Malrine, and they are going to punish.
That's it. They only needed one opening. Suddenly, in 2 minutes, they changed the flow of the game. Falcons were probably so happy.
In for a bit of an ill surprise. 15 minutes on the clock. He sees the gate being activated. He knows exactly what's up. And Amar, he actually smoke pops and saved. And you want to get the jump on him, but here comes Skitter. Actually, Malrine with a fast reaction. Skitter's not in this fight at all. Miero save and Kataomi both quite low. They will get Amar at least inside the Sprout. Kiritich going for the chase, and that DK's the big prize if they can get Malrine. Still spinning to win. There goes the Dragonborn with the Dragon Tail stun. Kiritich is also in trouble. They haven't finished up Malrine just quite yet, and there's still that Crit Muerta in the middle of everything, dropping branches down on the ground, so you don't see me, you can't see me, and that's another for GPK. Save is probably going to fall to Skitter as he's cleaning up the back line. Both supports down. Falcons will find a couple kills for themselves too. It's a pretty even trade, but you got 2 core kills on the side of BetBoom.
Closest mid-game that we have had in both matches, because in the first one, BetBoom were just dodging, and they were doing a good job in doing it. Now everybody's getting what they want.
Yeah, they're going to send everybody here to take down this Juggernaut. He's trying to clean up the bug, but it's going to be too much. And in the silence of the ghosts as well, Crit will get the kill on Kiritich. Miero will find Snaking down here in the bottom lane. GPK TPing in as well with the trample damage on the Sprout. They've got the nukes. knowing that Doom's ulti was actually coming off cooldown, but he wouldn't have had the backup.
They're gonna be jumping on somebody in the mid lane to force out TPs, in the side lanes to get kills. And that was a smoke right under a ward.
That was, but can they still get that Juggernaut out to safety? Maybe Katami's going to be the one to pop it. The Falcons are taking a good route in as TPs are coming in, though. They are not willing to go straight in with that 80 rune. They would really want to go, but is it going to be a bait in the end? The Macro Pyre is already used by Katami.
Nice scout by Skitter.
And there's the blink in from Malrine. Omni Slash instantly follows, huge nukes, and that's the DK down. That's when you realize that they probably knew about this smoke, and that's a double for the Juggernaut. Ritz will at least finish off one kill.
Nice dive. He might die for it though, because they're not gonna stop. The chase potential of BetBoom is amazing.
It seems to be so, as he's gonna pop the Pierce the Veil. TP gets cancelled, so no escape for him. And Heritage gets the triple and the mid-tier 1 tower. So BetBoom, they strike back. Standard. Him with that cheeky ward just outside of range from that sentry ward. And Katami will be the one to run in between. Sees that smoke coming in. That's enough of a warning for GPK. You could call that one of the good deaths. Meanwhile, Tusk is still in trouble here with Skitter. Knows that he's pretty much done for here with another right-click fling in. And he actually manages to get the blink off and the TP home, maybe. All right. And the dead shot flies right past, so might as well. Heritage is going to at least get some damage onto Skitter with the Blade Fury. Goes for the TP out. Skitter also popping his ulti just in case. Well, this Roshan might be uncontested, but GPK is looking to teleport nearby, and he's actually in a position when the high ground gets insta-stunned, and the stuns are going to be connecting onto him, and GPK gets nothing out. Oh, that was risky.
Not only that, when you don't have the Nature's Prophet shoving out the lanes, it's going to be a problem. So in 30 seconds, Falcons should be able to.
It might just be faster than 30 seconds. But they want to fight. They're going to be jumping right onto the back here. They've got themselves the Doom protected, and for a moment, as Save is already taking big hits from Skitter. The TP out from this Primal Beast. They're going to lock and save. They're going to find a kill on him and make it another for Falcons. Now 8,000 gold ahead at 25 minutes, and having that Aegis as well for the Weaver. Lane down into chat or click the banner below the stream. Amar's going to be running into GPK. Insta-Doom. Not going to take any hesitation from him, and Nature's Prophet trying to TP home, but there's Malrine, and even the AI decides to intervene, so one or the other stun was going to connect.
When the third hero comes in, then you don't want to be chasing him. You don't have a Doom. Your ability to kill him is non-existent, and it will just take your focus away from the side lanes.
Yep, you do have that Aegis still up on that Weaver. Let's see how far he can get. As he gets released, Malrine with a stun sets Skitter free. And he will go for the time lapse, and at the same time, an Omni Slash onto the DK. Malrine BKB's up, but he's going to get run down by Miero. The BetBoom will find themselves a kill and a second as well from Snaking. He will not have the chance to TP away. Meanwhile, the backline is getting sniped by Skitter, who did use that time lapse as they focused onto the DK instead. Allows him to take down the Dragon.
Quite nicely. You are always like one big team fight away from getting crushed, and GPK again under a ward. Like, their vision in this game is amazing. Falcons, I don't know, man. Both Crit and Snaking are doing a hell of a job.
They absolutely are. Just playing right near that Roshan pit. Rosh is going to go on the move in 1.5 minutes. They get the jump on it. Do they have the nukes this time around? There's the Pulverize, but there's still no damage coming in from that Jug. Jugs is deciding he's not even coming to this fight. The moment they jumped in, half of BetBoom are saying, nuh-uh, we're out. So Falcons, they say thank you for that, and that might have just opened up a free Roshan because he literally just respawned. Falcons getting their early damage on this tower. Skitter continuing to hit from the low ground, protected by the Lincolns, and now there's the Nullifier. So we finally have some answer on the side of BetBoom. If they want to go for that quick jump in on Skitter, has to happen now. The Lincoln, it did get the connection on the Nullifier, but is it going to be enough to burn for the Aegis? Yes, it is. That's going to be life number 1. What is Cap Falcons going to be doing right after? They have Doom available on Amar. They're going to save Skitter, get him to safety. BetBoom, they get to hold their base thanks to that. So that's the Nullifier reveal, and it works just fine.
They
Try and look for
fast
more
move.
as well.
This is very fast.
He's probably not expecting this at all. As they're going to get the jump onto this Doom as well. There's going to be Skitter. Malrine joining in as well with the stuns from this DK. He's already down to half, but the healing is coming in from the back from Snaking. And BetBoom, they might have to call this one off, or do they have the damage? This Amar Doom has survived everything so far, and this Primal Beast is going to be going down. He is out. There's a TP away from the Jakiro, and the chase on save. Malrine will get another. Heritage is still running away, but the Doom does not see where he's going.
It's just not that easy without him. Where's your lockdown? There's an AD rune on the Juggernaut. Now or never. Even without the Omni Sash, you have to go.
Well, the Fury is already in. GPK is down way too early.
No nullifier.
And Falcons instantly punished, and now with the lack of the nullifier, you're probably not getting this kill because the Dickback is there once again, Snaking! He saves him once more. Katomi down. They'll find the kill on Crit at least with Miero, but the duel on Kiritich and Skitter does get bashed in the end, but still enough damage. Another lane of frags taken, another kill going their way, leaving Miero alone as Amar and Skitter, they're gonna hunt this Primal Beast down and make that a 4th kill. Popping that Lincolns, and there we go. Miero down, Skitter finding the double. Falcons are looking to end the game. They go straight for tier 4s here because they can.
If that nullifier was there, they would have been able to kill the Weaver. That is gonna be a consolation prize save. He at least kills somebody, and it's time to call GG. As you mentioned, Falcons open up the map control. It's versus a troll, a little bit tougher, but still, it's a plan. See, Gyro versus Timber saw the Timber doing a little bit worse for sure. So that early play from Falcons definitely did help.
GPK gonna take a bit of a fight here with Melreen this time around, trying to bring in the wave, but there's also a Murta TPing in. Save is a bit too far away though to land that dead shot instantly. Does have the ghosts though and does get the connection in the end. And that's gonna be a first blood going for BetBoom.
This is what I was afraid of, right? You're not gonna have an uproar, so no extra armor for you, which means versus the Slardar, you're gonna be an easy target.
Nice dead shot as well onto Skitter, pushing him back. Miero has the Zoo doing a lot of damage onto Skitter, body blocking as well, and that's Skitter down as well. So Miero, despite getting hurt,
that is definitely not something that you were looking to make happen. So BetBoom, at least this time around, for the first 5 minutes, they're looking good. Something that we didn't see in either games 2 or 3.
Falcons might be finding their first kill here, as they got Katami locked in. Shards actually pushed Molreen away, so Crit is like, well, I guess I'm going to be the one taking this kill. Then he uses the grenade. He's not even going to allow him to get close to that double camp.
And GPK is coming with a haste. He wants to completely crush Skitter right now. Imagine if you push him into the jungle this early on.
Look at that. Surprise Slardar. He's showing up out of nowhere there to grab that Pugna and start dealing with him, and that's going to be another one save. Picks this one up. That's going to be 3 kills now total for BetBoom in the first 6 minutes. I feel like Skitter is maybe a much more juicier target. GPK already sees him, so does Skitter. Instant pinks are coming in, and the whole team of BetBoom, it's going to be a 5 versus 1. How do you like that? How do you like them apples now? Everyone from BetBoom is brought for this kill. Indeed.
It can backfire though. You need to be careful.
Amar has been an expert here in just drawing attention. They're going to bring Kiritich here for the rocket follow-up, and the stuns, the call down is there, the silence is there, and that's going to lock him in. That is a big kill for BetBoom.
Buying time for the troll, because if you do nothing on the map, the creeps are just going to be getting closer and closer. You're going to be losing heroes.
We'll go with this one then. They're going to find the Tusk. That's an easy grab for Falcons.
Like, we don't know how to force out a fight. Let's just walk into the pit and see if Falcons are going to do anything about it. They're coming in.
He doesn't have the blink money on Lion though, but they're going to go the jump onto safe. That's the hero with the most money riding on him. And Amar's going to be quickly cleaning him up, and an instant reset too. Rocket flying in, going to hit onto Snaking. And BetBoom, they just have to completely delta split for the moment. Go back to the high ground position, and the vision is still showing where they are. And no roar coming up from the beast. He might not even get the chance to use it. Finally gets it up, and the healing is coming here from the low ground by Snaking. GPK with a 3-man stun. Mallory goes down, and then we believe the first one to fall on the side of Falcons. Still on the chase. Kiritich and Katami and GPK, they're trying to hunt them down. They might just get a Lion for their efforts. Good blood grenade. That's going to break the blink daggers, but that rocket's coming in. So Snaking needs to heal him up, and they're going to be able to destroy that rocket, and back to the Roche pit we go. Roshan is down to half now. BetBoom.
Ability to continue spamming out those blasts, and one more, and he should be able to get it down.
And it's again the positioning of these supports, right? Because they keep finding save and opening up from a Muerta. Just doesn't allow BetBoom to fight. And Snaking will get the tower as well with that Nether Blast. Hoping that they can get something done. That is a Snaking Pugna pretty close to the lane, and I think they just saw, and the drums are going to be popped, and GPK is going to find the Pugna, and it's been a long time since somebody died. And that's going to be a kill for BetBoom.
Are we confident with going for this one? No.
Amar's going to give some chase to GPK here, and he's going to take a fight against multiple heroes of BetBoom. BetBoom getting instantly shocked about it, that they're going to be coming in with more heroes, and they're going to focus on Miero. Hex comes out from Crit, the follow-up stun is there as well. The Beastmaster saved by the... Oh, he's not being saved by the snowball, just a little bit too late. Miero and Save both down. Skitter fighting to the bitter end. Kiritis will find a kill. Crit's going to fall down as well. It's going to be a 3 for 2 for so far. And the TP out. They'll be able to get themselves the gyro home. Falcons managing to strike back. For a moment, it looked like smokes are still coming back into stock. We're going to get to use at least one on each side. Falcons going for the initiation. They got the Shiva's vision. Katami spotted. GPK spotted. Snowball comes out. It's going to be reflected with the Lotus Orb. And they got Crit in a very bad position. The Force Staff save. They get it to safety. Miero will not have anything left right now. He's already used his roar. And Amar cleans him up. Katami dead. Miero dead. Falcons looking for the cleanup here. Kiritic is the next one. Probably getting locked in as well. Malreen's going to find a double kill for himself. The Snowball in again into another Lotus Orb. And Kiritic can't hit anybody. The gyro is on the full retreat. And Amar and the boys on the side of Falcons. Another set of 2 kills, and they just refuse to die. Now picked up on the Primal Beast. So Malreen double BKB, double instant pulverize. And they're going to go straight for the Tusk. And Falcons are going to find themselves another pick here. Katami going down. At least aggressively for any potential blink movements. Skitter will clean up the Golem at least out of the way. He gets dead-shotted even deeper into the base. They used the Nullifier, but nobody followed up on that. Nobody stunned him. Kiritic goes really deep in as well. He's going to get rooted too. Gets hit by the Gleipnir.
He did kill the...
It doesn't look too good at the moment because they're going to get them at least very low. But the snowball comes out. Kiritic is going to go on the chase as well. They got the refresher popped as well. And Malreen is being kept alive. Katami does go down. Skitter ulted up already, looking for that. The finger coming in as well. Kiritic being safe for now. Can he stand his ground? He's has the Primal Beast on him. Malreen is dead. The Aegis is down. Logna is low enough and he cannot get in position. Skitter getting stun locked. Is this BetBoom's moment? Can they still stand their ground? GPK with another blink stun onto the troll. And Skitter will live. Snaking is giving him so much to work with. He's healing him up back once again. And that rapier on the gyrocopter, the game changer maybe. GPK still looking for a potential hunt here, but the rocket's not going to connect onto Amar.
To get back up to full.
Doesn't feel too great for the troll to have the Undispel, but now Malreen's going to get jumped on in the mid lane. BKB going to be forced out right away. The Roar's going to be following up as well. And another force stab. He does get the onslaught onto the high ground. Snaking is just pumping up those heals. Kiritic, he burnt his BKB so damn early here. Might have to resort to a potential refresher use at some point now. They're going to be taking the fight to him. The wall responsible by sometimes Skitter pumping the ult as well. The snowball there. This is just what they need. Refresher already used. Miero going to retreat into the trees, and they're going to have some trouble here. Skitter, there's out Snake, and they got Malreen. Katami looked at taken down. Crit's gone as well. GPK dead. Skitter, they will take the fight to Kiritic.
Kiritic is going to win this one.
Skitter is holding his ground, but not long enough. And it's down to Amar, and he might not even get it out either. It's going to be a full teamwork. With the ultra kill.
They have 4 buybacks, but they don't have their refreshers. They do not have their BKBs. Yeah, not gonna be good enough.
Amar gonna be spotted with the War Spirit placed down on the high ground. They nullify that reactive armor buff from his axe. The Hex under a gyrocopter. Kiritic getting some damage done already. Finger also used quite early by the Lion. Not going to do too much to this gyrocopter, but that chakram is hurting. And another one thrown into the mix. They're going to get the force stab, push Kiritic to safety. He doesn't get to use the Satanic, but they did do quite a lot of damage on the Marine Rex, and he goes in. Amar is the one who takes down the Aegis, and that's one way to look at it. Lotus bouncing past the Roar. Big stun from him as well. Crit is getting some jump down here, but Amar is melting. And then we'll take the Timber down for the first time. And now BetBoom, they're going to be happy with that they didn't lose more, and they get the Timber kill. He does have a buyback. Wait, it's still there. They're getting very close to positions here, and Falcons probably don't even see this one coming. He's going to be completely alone. Skitter's going to back him again. Crit with a 2-man stun into the backline. Skitter gets his ulti off just in time. Has the BKB up and running as well. He's going to refresh and get himself another ulti on the BKB as well. And now they're going to be forcing Kiritic back into a safer position. I think the Pulver is coming in as well. And they're going to be cleaning up Katami. And you've got Skitter in the middle. But will Kiritic survive? No! Falcons will get a big fight for them here. And they have hope. They have will. They have energy. Skitter for the triple kill. Oh my god.
We talked about Kataomi and him needing to save that gyrocopter, but
get the rapier and fight. Get the Rapier and fights indeed.
Scan.
This could just be all in. The dire scan can
You have to fight fast.
Maureen is all between all of the 4 heroes here. And it's going to get sent up to the massive stun from Grit with the Lion. And now you've got Katami forced out with the snowball. Troll is in the front line. Skitter, BKB's already burning through his first life. Is maybe drop it here. But does he have the chance to recover? Danny Xander's ground. Another Satanic sends up into the air as well. BetBoom are holding, but not for long enough. Skitter will murder them all.
You didn't even go through the Aegis. You didn't kill everybody. That stun from Crit, it pretty much stops it all. They're going for the Ancient and they're going for the trophy.
Looking for it at least. It's now a 59,000, 60,000 gold deficit for BetBoom. And they have to play it with 4 heroes remaining.
Double Rapier Troll, just get close to me if you can.
Nullify as you might, but Nero's just getting torn apart, and that's gonna be it. Team Falcons will take the victory in FPG2. What a showing this team has done in every single series. Sometimes feels like the impossible, but the inevitable. We should be the masters. We should be the champions. Say hello to Team Falcons!